Hey guys, go ahead and put away what you were working on and get out your math notebook. Yeah. And in your math notebook, label today is November 2nd. And at the top, write down multiplying decimals. Jake, will you turn off my left light, please? And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to use our reference sheet, our help sheet that we have to help us out to remember our steps in Ben. If I'm talking, you are not. We're going to use our help sheet here to help us remember our steps in multiplying decimals. If you would like to see this on your iPad, this is on Schoology under math. And then my friends who are in class, I printed you guys off one. You can get started. All right. So in your math notebook, number 1, we're going to dive right in here. All right, here's my 2 decimals that I am multiplying together. Make my decimals nice and big so you can see. All right, using our help sheet in multiplying decimals, what is step number 1? Aiden?
Line up your numbers like you usually do.
Yeah, line up your numbers like we usually do. Are my numbers lined up?
Yes.
Yep, so that step is done for us. What does step 2 say? Bradley?
Multiply like you usually do.
Multiply like you usually do. So let's go ahead and do some multiplying here. What is 3 times 1?
3.
1 times 9?
9.
I need to add my magic.
0.
4 times 3?
12.
Carry my 1 up there. 4 times 9?
36.
I heard 32 and 36 and 37. 4 times 9?
32.
I still hear 32 and 36.
36. 32. 36. 36. Boom.
36 is 4 times 9. Plus 1 is?
37.
What do I do with my 2 products I got here?
Add.
Am I done?
No.
Should I put a comma yet?
Decimal.
No, because what is step 3 tell me to do, Brooklyn?
Starting from the right side of the factor, count how many decimal places you have in both factors.
All right, so let's count how many we have. Starting at the right, here we go. 1 here. 1. For a total of
2.
tell me to do? Raina?
Go down to the product, start on the right, and count over the amount of total decimal places, and insert your decimal.
Good. So here's my final product. I start at the right, and I'm going over how many places?
2.
We're going to draw it out. Ready? 1, 2. And then always rewrite your final answer without having our arrows there. If I have it up here on the board, it should be in your math notebook.
Attention, pardon the interruption. Just one more announcement that we need to say, Spellbowl kids, you need to take test 12 sometime today. Spellbowl kids, take test 12. Thanks.
All right, number 2.
Good job.
Number 2. All right, here's number 2. Write it in your math notebook. What is step number 1, Malia?
You make it so it's like on top of each other.
So I need to line my decimals, my numbers up here?
Yeah.
All right. Am I good? Ready to go? No? How come a no? Justice?
You have to add the 0 underneath here to hold a place value.
So Shing's saying I need to add a 0 over here.
Yeah. Yes.
This would give you the correct answer still. But do you know what would be easier? If I just slide my number over. Okay? If you add the 0 to line up your decimals, that would have been correct. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that step that we just did where you guys had me put the 0 here, good thinking, because we do that when we have to line up our decimals to do what kind of computation? Mimi? Not multiplying. Go ahead. Not division. We haven't learned division yet, Mason. Subtraction and addition. Yeah, our decimals have to be lined up. Okay? In multiplication, do my decimals need to be lined up though? No. Okay? Had you done it that way though, you still would have gotten the right answer. It would have been okay. Okay? But you would have made more work for yourself because you have to multiply that 0. Okay? But in multiplication, is my decimal lined up right here? No, but does it matter? No, because I'm going to count my decimal places at the end. Okay? All right, what is step number 2? Tell us, Hannah.
Multiply like you usually do.
All right, multiply like we normally do. Here we go. What's 6 times 2? 6 times 0?
0.
Plus 1?
1.
6 times 3?
18.
I need to add my magic.
0.
And I'm going to cross off this 1 because I already used it. 0 times 2?
0.
0 times 0?
0.
0 times 3?
0.
What do I do with my 2 products that I got?
You don't have to add though because it's all zeros. Thanks for the 15.
Okay, am I done?
No.
What is my step 3 tell us to do? Mason?
Starting from the right side of the factories, count how many decimal places you have in both factories.
All right, so I look at both my factors here. Let's count. Ready? 1, 2.
2.
Okay, my other factor? 1. For a total of how many decimal places?
3.
Got a bad glare right there. What is step number 4 say to do, Ricky?
Go down to the product and start on the right and count
so we look at my bottom product. How many decimal places am I moving over?
3.
3. Ready? Draw it out with me. Here we go. 1, 2,
3.
and then rewrite our final answer. Bradley, do you have a question?
I have a little trick my mom taught me. So
What's your trick?
So if you ever have like 0 point something
Uh-huh.
at the top number, the whole number.
Yeah, it would have been just zeros here, so that's just your answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it will always be less than that number.
Good. All right, so let's see here. I want to show you, for example, let's pretend my answer was different. Okay, I want us to pretend that our answer here was, let's just say 46. Okay, just pretending. Let's move over. I have to move over how many decimal places? 3. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I have no number here though. What do I need to add? Good. I can use my magic 0 to hold that place value, and then my decimal would go there. Okay. You guys are getting pretty good with that 0. I just want to make sure we knew. All right, number 3. I want you guys to go through the steps on your own on this one. All right, I want you guys to go ahead and solve this one using your sheet that has your steps. Look at all 4 steps and go ahead and solve this one. Solving this one in your math notebook using our 4 steps. I'm going to do step 1. I'm going to rewrite my problem so that my numbers are lined up, not my decimal. Here's step 1. Raise your hand if you're still working. Okay, a couple more minutes. Step 2 is to multiply like normal. I add my magic 0. I add my products. And then I'm going to count my decimals. 1, 2, plus 1 gives me a total of 3 decimal places. So So I'm going to come down here, starting at the right. 1, 2, 3. Give me a thumbs up if you got that correct.
Oh, so close.
So close. Your mistake that you made was just a mathematical mistake.
No, I put the decimal in the wrong spot.
Oh, how many decimal places did you have?
I got 2 at the top and 1 at the bottom.
So you had 3. So you came down here. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure you draw it out so we can try and prevent any silly mistakes. All right, number 4.
Okay, now this tush. This is my last page.
Okay, make sure you let Mom or Dad know, okay, so you can get another notebook.
I'm out of paper.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, using your... Do I have more friends who need sentences this morning? Ladies and gentlemen, I have lots of friends who are not following our rules. If I'm talking, you are not. If you have a question, you raise your hand. Using our 4 steps, I want you to go ahead and solve number 4. Raise your hand if you're still working. All right, I want you to take your answer, and I want you to show somebody in your area your notebook. See if you guys agree or disagree on the answer. If you disagree, discuss why. You can check your answer up here too. I lined up my numbers. I multiplied. I'm going to add my 2 products I got here. Show me a thumbs up if you guys are good so far. All right, let's count our decimals. 1, 2, plus 1, to give me a total of how many decimal places? 3. I come down here. 1, 2, 3. For our final answer, show me a thumbs up if you guys got that. All right, good. All right, let's do a story problem together. And then I'm going to give you guys some work time. All right, listen carefully and take notes, okay? Joy drinks 4 bottles of water per day. Joy drinks 4 bottles of water per day. Each bottle contains 16.5 fluid ounces. 16 5/10 fluid ounces. How many fluid ounces of water does she drink per day? So on your notes, you should have wrote down. This is number 5. Joy drinks 4 bottles per day. And each bottle has 16 5/10 fluid ounces in it. So how many ounces of water is she drinking in a day? I want you to write down an equation and a solution. How many fluid ounces is she drinking a day? If she drinks 4 bottles per day, and each bottle has 16 5/10 fluid ounces. Give me an equation and a solution. Tell me what you did as an equation. Tell me just the equation. Max, tell me your equation.
I don't think there's enough information.
There is enough information.
Yeah.
Tell me your equation. Aiden.
I did 16.5 times 0.4.
Aiden, you are so close. Why did you do 0.4 instead of 4?
Because you have to have a decimal point.
Do we have to have a decimal to multiply?
No.
We can multiply a whole number, right?
Yeah.
Because if you change this to a 0.4, 4/10, is 4/10 and 4 the same value?
No.
No, so we can't change the volume of how much she's drinking. So we have to leave that 4 just be a 4. We're not making it into a decimal, okay? And I like how he used 16 5/10 on top because it was my number with more digits. And we know our number with more digits should always go on top in multiplying because it makes it easier for us. Less work. So let's go ahead and multiply. 5 times 4 is?
20.
4 times 6? Plus 2? 4 times 1? Plus 2?
Yay.
Am I done?
No.
What do I need to do? Alright, my decimal. So let's count. How many decimal places do I have here? 1. How many do I have here? 0 for a total of 1. Here we go. Ready? 1. So how many fluid ounces is she drinking a day? 66.0 or just 66. Yeah. My decimal at the end there would not change the value, so I could just say 66 as a whole number for that one. Questions on that story problem?
I did it by adding.
What'd you add?
So first I did 16 plus 16 plus 16 plus 16.
Nice. No, this works.
That's a hard.
So she did. And then what'd you do?
Then I did 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5.
And then what?
So I knew that that equaled 20, and I knew that 10 equaled 1 fluid ounce, so it equaled 2 in all. So I added 64 plus 2, which is 66.
Nice. So we know that multiplication is repeated addition. Okay, so instead of multiplying, she added first her whole numbers, and then she added her decimal. And she knows that 2 halves would be a whole, so she knows there's 2 wholes there. And she added her 16 here 4 times. Okay, and she's going to get the same answer as when we did the multiplication. Okay, definitely another option. Good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's do one more story problem.
Yes.
Oh, I know.
I like story problems.
Me too.
They're the easiest.
On tonight's homework, you guys are going to have a mixture of some story problems and some problems where you just have the equation to solve out, okay? So it will be a mixture. All right, last problem. Here we go. Make sure you're taking notes. A bag of grass seed weighs 5.8 pounds.
Wow.
So grass seed, it's seeds to make grass in a bag. And the bags weigh 5.8 pounds. How many pounds would 2.5 bags weigh? So this is per bag how much it weighs. But what if I had 2.5 bags? How much weight would that be in total then? Okay? I want you to give me an equation and a solution. If I have 5.8 pounds per bag of grass seed, and when I go to the store, I buy 2.5 bags, how much weight would that be that I have to carry in grass seed? Give me an equation and a solution. Mason, you got yours? Good job, sir. Hold on. Let's give our friends a couple minutes. I want you to go ahead and show somebody in your area your equation and solution and discuss if you guys agree or disagree. All right, raise your hand and tell me, what is my equation here? Maverick.
5.8 times 2.5.
Very good. 5.8 times 2.5, because I purchased 2.5 bags of this grass seed, and each bag weighs 5.8 pounds. And when you did this math, 5.8 times 2.5, what did you get, Kara?
14.5.
Is she correct? Give me a thumbs up.
Yes.
Yes. And what is my label here? 14?
Pounds.
Good. Pounds, or you could say LBS. That is the abbreviation for pounds. Okay? Now when I have this 0.5 here, this 5/10, okay, I would say this. I actually would not put my 0 here, because would that 0 change my value?
No.
No. And to say this out loud, I would say 14 and a half. Okay? This right here is a half of a whole. Okay, 0.5. So I would say 14 in this slide. I would say 14 and a half pounds is how much it weighed. But if you say 14.5 or 14 5/10, all of those are also acceptable. Okay? Questions on this problem? Ben?
I have a question. Would the 14.5 still be the same on, like, if you're typing on a computer?
If you type this, you would type this would be a period, and then a 5. Okay? Yeah, a decimal is just a period when you're typing it. All right, your guys' math homework for tonight. You have I Know It Math. There are 10 problems on multiplying our decimals. Those 10 problems, you're going to have a mixture of some story problems and some just computation problems where you just solve it. You need to use your help sheet that I gave you. I want you to have it out while you are working. You also need to have out your math notebook because these are not mental math. You cannot do it in your head. Okay? If you miss a problem, you need to look and see what did you make a mistake on. Where was your error so you know for next time. This is how you learn. If you get less than 60%, 60% correct, it is going to auto reassign it to you tonight. Questions on your math?
It's like 60% like.
60% would be a D.
No, like
Oh.
it's like 60% like 5 wrong.
5 wrong would be half of it, which would be 50.
Which would be an F. So that means
Yeah. So how many are allowed to get wrong then?
4.
You're allowed to miss 4. Okay. Any other questions on your homework? I'll talk to you in just a minute. All right, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and get started.